came out here earlier with a buddy and we did a few coyote sets. No luck. So he went on, and I wanted to try patterning my turkey shotgun. So it's my Remington 870. I just bought it. It's not new, but it's new to me, and so I need to pattern it. So I have a LONGBEARD XR choke, and I have an Indian Creek choke. It's a 12 gauge Remington 870. I'll show it to you here in a minute. But anyway, this is me trying to figure out the best pattern through my turkey shotgun. It takes different shells, different chokes through different guns to figure out what you like. So this is partly a way to get that done for you so you don't have to necessarily waste any shells. So here we go. So I'm going to pattern these 4 shotgun shells out of this 870. I'm going to start with the heavy shot. It's a 2-ounce load. These are all 3-inch shells. Number 6, the Federal, is 5, 6, and 7 with its different variations of copper-plated lead, flight stopper lead, and heavyweight TSS number 7. And then we'll move over here to the Remington Nitro Turkey, which is a number 4. This is a favorite of a buddy of mine's who loves to kill from a little far longer distance. Sometimes reaches out past 40, sometimes into the 50 range. And then this is actually kind of one of my favorite rounds right here. This is the 3-inch number 6 1 3/4 ounce LONGBEARD XR. I really like this one a lot. It seems to pattern the best for me, but this is a different shotgun. I just bought it, so it could have different patterning. So we're going to give these a shot through the 870 with the Carlson's LONGBEARD XR turkey choke first, and then we'll move to the Indian Creek turkey choke. It's a 2002 model 870 Remington. I like it just because of the coloration of the stock. It's got a longer barrel. The gun I was using last year was a Remington 870, but a 21-inch barrel, synthetic stock. And so it was a good shotgun, but I just want something a little more kind of like what I grew up with. So it's a little beaten up. I have to do some work on the stocks, but I just love the old school coloration and the matte finish. So I wanted to get one of these. I've been trying for a long time. So I'm going to start out with all of this patterning with the Carlson's LONGBEARD. It's a 660 constriction turkey choke, Carlson's LONGBEARD. So I'm going to shoot the first 5 out of this, and then I'll go and switch to the Indian Creek, which is a 665 constriction. We'll see how these pattern. Alright, so first one's the heavy shot, 2-ounce number 6. Don't forget to use ear protection while you're doing this. Blow your ears out. So put these on. We're shooting 40 yards. Okay, so this is the Federal 3rd degree. It's a 5, 6, and 7 iteration of like different types of shot. Even, TSS is in there. It's 1 3/4 ounce. It even gives you the option for measuring the spur when you kill the turkey. So that's the confidence of Federal 3rd degree. So we'll give this a shot at 40 yards. Alright, so this is the Nitro Turkey Remington. It's a 3-inch, 1 7/8 ounce, number 4. So we'll see how this one does. Again, this is through the Carlson's LONGBEARD turkey choke. Alright, so this is the Winchester LONGBEARD XR, 3-inch, 1 3/4 ounce, 6 shot. And this has been my favorite turkey load for lead. I'm going to do another one with TSS once I get some more of that back in. But this is my favorite so far, with at least my other 870. I actually like it in my Indian Creek, but this Longbeard XR is a really nice turkey choke. But hopefully this will live up to the way I like it. So far, it's killed a good amount of turkeys for me, so hopefully through this shotgun it'll make a difference this year as well. So let's see. So this is my Indian Creek turkey choke that I use in my other Remington 870, and it patterns really well. This has a 6.65 constriction, so a little bit larger than the XR Longbeard. So again, first time shooting through this. Ideally, you'd want to clean the shotgun after you've used it, but I'm shooting successive rounds through here, so I don't know if that's going to make a big difference though, especially through a pump, but it's not as clean. I just shot 4 rounds, so we'll see how it handles. So maybe that's a slight disadvantage for the Indian Creek already. We'll see. So like the last time, I'm going to go through in order. Do the heavy shot first. This is that 3-inch, 2-ounce number 6 shot, and we're going to do this with the Indian Creek. Alright, so on this one, 3rd degree, federal 3rd degree is, again, it's a 5.67, 1 3/4 ounce, 3-inch shell. So this is the second time shooting this one, but through the Indian Creek this time. This is the Nitro Turkey. It's a 1 7/8 ounce number 4 shot, 3-inch shell. This is through the Indian Creek. This is the Longbeard XR. It's a 3-inch, 1 3/4, number 6. And again, like I said, I really like this load a lot. I like it a lot. I like the patterns. I kind of tend to prefer, so it's crazy, maybe a slightly smaller shot because I think you can fit more BBs in there, little pellets. And sometimes they just seat well for some reason. I think that's just like a 20 gauge for some reason. It's harder to pattern those things than a 12. This is kind of the way that, at least that's what my dad's told me all these years of shot making. But anyway, I really like this one. So this is through the Indian Creek. So it goes. I actually have the Longbeard XR 3-inch, 1 3/4 ounce, number 5 shot as well. I'll shoot it through the Longbeard XR choke because it seems to make sense that you want to put those two Winchester Longbeard combinations together. So this is the number 5, and I'll be curious to see as if it kind of supports why I don't use it personally, as I prefer the 6 shot over the 5. Let's see. Okay, so here's the results. This is the Longbeard choke with the heavy shot. You can see from 40 yards, it's got a pretty decent pattern, but it shot a little bit high into the right. But you've got a shot right through the eyeball, a few shots in the vital, and depending on how you do it, it's got a fair amount of shots within that small circle. So if a turkey moves any way to the left or the right, it's pretty much a dead turkey at 40 yards. But that's the heavy shot. You can see a couple of ricochets here and there. but I think this one definitely shot high. Here is the Longbeard choke with the Federal 3rd degree. This one I probably compensated, shot a little to the left. There's a few shots here and there, but not necessarily as many in the circle as the heavy shot. So I seem to favor that one at this point. Then you come over here to the Remington Nitro Turkey number 4, and you can see that it's just kind of all over the map, all around it. There's a couple in the kill zone, and it may do the trick just depending on where the bird moves and that whole bit, but it's kind of scattered all over. I'm not really crazy about it. So here's the Longbeard number 6 through the Longbeard choke. You can see a massive difference. You can see why I really like it. Look at how covered up this turkey pattern is, all through the center circle, all in kill zones through here, all up in the eyeball, just all over. So this is a dead turkey at 40 yards. Love this number 6 through the Longbeard choke. Okay, so this is the Indian Creek choke through the Remington 870. And so this is the heavy shot pattern. So this one I pulled a little to the left, not so high on this one, but you do have some pretty good kill shots here. It's a little more spread out, it seems, in the Longbeard XR choke, the Carlson's, but I think this has done enough damage. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shots in the kill, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I mean, does a pretty good job. This is the Indian Creek heavy shot. This moves over to the Indian Creek Federal 3rd degree. Seems like I shot a little bit low here, but for the most part, you've got a shot here, a couple here, and here. So, and then, you know, kind of spread out over this bird. So again, starting to split hairs here on what really is going to kill a bird consistently. This is the Indian Creek Federal 3rd degree. Again, it's done a pretty good job for the most part. I'm pretty pleased with it. And then here's the Indian Creek Nitro Turkey number 4. This is patterning a little better than that Carlson's Longbeard. I've got definitely some kill shots in here, one right here, a couple down here, one right here, and it's a little bit spread out over it. So I would say that the Nitro Turkey, if you're going to shoot it with a Remington 870, it's better to shoot it through the Indian Creek based on this shot. Now granted, I'm not doing multiple shots with the same choke shot pattern, but at least you're getting an idea and the difference between the Carlson's Longbeard and the Indian Creek. Now if you move over here to the Indian Creek Longbeard number 6, again, just so many more pellets on this pattern. You got a ton up here in the head, all through the neck, down through the body, all around it. So if that bird moves 2 or 3 inches to the left or the right, it's a completely toasted bird. However, I think I like it better through the Longbeard Carlson's choke, actually. It seemed to be a lot more patterned and succinct and condensed. So I think if I had to choose right now between those two, I would actually keep the Carlson's Longbeard choke in my 870 on this particular one. I may try that with this number 6. But for fun, with the with the Longbeard number 6 and the Longbeard number 5, let's compare those real quick. Let's see how that turned out. Okay, so this is trying to compare a little more of apples to apples in the sense that it's the same choke used in this patterning shots here, just different size shot. This is the 6 shot and this is the 5 shot. So again, looking at the 6 shot with that Longbeard Carlson's choke, completely covered up. I love the patterning of this. Love it. Use it all day long. Crush birds with it. Very consistent. But it is a 6 shot, so some people will say I don't like it to be that small. I really want to shoot something bigger. So I went ahead and patterned the Longbeard Carlson's choke through the Remington with the number 5. And all truth be told, it's just as good. You can see that not as many pellets get on it, but for crying out loud, I mean, that is a completely demolished bird, and that's actually a smaller target pattern than that one's a little bit bigger. So you could realistically say there's as many pellets in this one as in the other one. So really, I'd be completely satisfied to shoot my Remington 870 with a Carlson's Longbeard choke using Longbeard number 5 from Winchester. These are both really great rounds. So I don't think you can go wrong with it. I feel like they are much more consistent, much tighter than the other 3 options that I've laid out. I'd love to hear your thoughts. So I laid it out for you. Again, you've got really 5 different types of shots, but really 4 different brands of shotgun shells through a Remington 870 with 2 different type chokes. For me personally, I'm going to keep the Carlson's Longbeard XR choke in my shotgun, and I'm going to feel completely confident shooting the Winchester Longbeard XR number 6 and number 5 out of it. So I've got tons of turkey shots. And here in Tennessee we can only shoot 3. It used to be 4, but we had COVID came in and so many hunters in the woods, which is great, but way less turkey. So I feel much more confident to be able to shoot a turkey from within 40 yards, even 45, confidently with those rounds. I'd love to hear your thoughts. A lot of this is based on what y'all have commented to me on, so I'd love to hear more thoughts. And now my next video I'd like to do as far as patterning would be with TSS, maybe patterning that versus the Longbeard XR. I think in this shotgun it could be a completely different ball game. So until then, thanks for watching. I appreciate it.